In the days of old, a dangerous man was someone who was always ready for war. He was aggressive, cunning, always on his guard to protect himself and his loved ones from betrayal, death, and tragedies of the ancient life that could befall them. But times have changed. We live in a modern world filled with comfort. Everything we need is just one click away. And even though our lifestyle has changed and we don't have to protect ourselves from wild animals or wandering invaders, there is still a war going on. A modern warfare in which we are completely surrounded by distractions that keep us from achieving our highest and truest potential. To win the war, you have to be a dangerous man, but a different kind of dangerous. You don't have to be violent like in ancient times. A modern, dangerous man is someone who is the quietest in the room. Someone who is not a threat to everyone around him. Rather, he protects them. The power of his aura is what makes him stand out and sets him apart. A dangerous man is someone who is competitive, constantly pushing forward to reach the top. He is level-headed, calm, and peaceful, yet aggressive when it comes to his own goals and aspirations. He stands up for what is right. Like Jordan Peterson said, "A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control." If you want to be a man who is not a slave to the distractions of the world, a man who is driven by purpose, a man who stands out amongst others who neither have virtues nor strive toward their goals, if you want to become the most lethal version of yourself, you have to be dangerous. No, you don't have to focus on your goals all day and night. I'm not talking about that work till you drop life. You need to strike a balance between pursuing and relaxing. If you master the traits I share in this video, you'll become the best and most lethal version of yourself. Protect your energy. I know what you're thinking. What does protecting your energy have to do with being dangerous? Everything. Your energy is the most expensive currency you have. You should spend it on things of value, like working on your goals, networking with high-value people, or relaxing. Most guys out there surround themselves with people and things that drain their energy. So when I say protect your energy, I mean protect your mental peace against those things that drain you. You can only become the best version of yourself when you're in a mentally positive state. Set boundaries both in your personal and professional life. Find ways to limit negativity in your life, whether that's ending toxic relationships or building healthier habits. Set priorities that are more aligned with your future goals, even if that means being a little selfish. Limit availability. Another way to protect your energy is by limiting your availability. Dangerous men have an air of mystery about them that they've cultivated by being scarce. Being constantly available for everyone all the time is detrimental. You are literally wasting away your energy. You don't need to know every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yes, networking is important, but you need to pay attention to what kind of people you're networking and associating with. Build your circle carefully. It's a proven fact that you become the people you surround yourself with. So if you're always around losers who focus their energy on things that add no value to them, then that's what you'll become. And if you're surrounded by those who live a balanced life and have their priorities where they belong, you'll pick up their habits. Your ears and your words. Bruce Lee once said, "The most dangerous man is the one who listens, thinks, and observes." Like I said earlier, the most dangerous man in the room is often the quietest. This is because he's listening and observing, and when he opens his mouth to speak, he adds value to the conversation. A dangerous man doesn't just speak without thinking. Words matter. They have power. So when you're in a group of people, take a second to articulate your thoughts, then offer an intelligent response. Don't be that guy that hogs every conversation because he thinks he knows it all. Don't make every conversation about yourself. When you do, you make yourself look foolish. Be decisive. In this modern world, many men are weakened by indecision. Successful people can't stand people who are all talk and no walk. Be a man of your word. Stop being indecisive. You're not a 5-year-old kid. Make a decision. Indecision hinders your progress, especially when it comes to accomplishing your goals. When you're faced with any decision, assess it on all sides. Take note of the risks. Then decide and execute your decision with no fear. If things don't work out the way you planned, take action and adjust. Being a confident decision maker is powerful. Control your emotions. A man who can master his emotions is unstoppable. When you allow people and things to trigger your emotions, you give them power over you. A man who can control his impulses and does not immediately respond to attacks or situations is dangerous because nobody can shake him. The Stoic Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Perception is everything. Steady your mind. Keep it calm. Keep your impulses in check so your emotions don't run your life. When you learn to control your emotions, when different situations arise, you'll accurately perceive them. Fear, anxiety, and doubt won't cloud your judgment. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." Embrace your emotions. Don't let them control you. Strengthen your willpower. Too many men lack willpower. So many distractions offer instant gratification. People get stuck in the endless cycle of going through life enamored by things that amount to nothing. This is detrimental to dangerous men. Strengthen yourself against distractions. There's a time to work and there's a time to enjoy social interactions through social media. You cannot do both at the same time, unless social media is your work. Our brains have become so dependent on these distractions that we've become wired to them. Many people can't go 5 minutes without touching their phones or checking their notifications. That's a problem. If you have to completely cut off social media and other distractions to reset your brain, do it. It's not the end of the world. Practice detachment. A dangerous man is perfectly okay with being alone. There's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. Being alone is a conscious decision you make to detach yourself from people for the purpose of focusing on yourself and your goals. Being lonely is not a choice. It's what you are when you want to be with people, but no one wants to be with you. Dangerous people understand the value of being detached from people. I know so many guys who jump from one relationship to another because they don't know how to function alone. Practice detachment. Self-reflect. Learn how to be by yourself, and you'll gain a different kind of confidence and self-worth. Not only do you need to learn how to detach from people, you also need to learn how to detach yourself from things. In today's world, we're taught to be materialistic and value possessions. But when you place too much value on possessions, they gain power over you. It's good to accumulate things, especially when you've worked hard to be successful. But never let those things be master over you. I hope this video helps you on your path to becoming the most dangerous and best version of yourself. Let me know your thoughts below. Don't forget to check out my other videos on this channel.